speak out, stand up, 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 speak out.
Introduce to you our next speaker is Gloria Mancilla, and I'm going to let her do her own introduction. Gloria.
The invitation. Thank you for all of you guys being here today. I appreciate it. My name is Gloria Mancilla. I'm the Vice President of Huatzini Interfaith, a member of St. Anthony's Catholic Church, and also a member of Alas de Esparanza, which is a Hispanic group here in Davenport side, who has been organizing lots of stuff and lots of issues regarding the Hispanic community here. And I would like to talk to you guys about what has been going on. And sorry if I get emotional, because it's a very, very hard subject for me at this point. I want to begin by talking about how this most recent wave of ICE raids started. What began in California quickly sent shockwaves across the entire United States. The news spread fast through social media, text messages, and word of mouth, and almost immediately, fear followed. As community organizers, we could not believe what we were seeing. We never imagined the level of fear this will create, or the unconstitutional way immigrants were being treated. We began seeing videos recording everywhere. ICE agents were going to factories, laundromats, parks, taking people while they were on grocery shopping, pulling them out of their cars. They were showing up at churches, at people's homes, even near schools. In some cases, parents were taken while waiting to pick up their children, standing at bus stops or outside the schools, simply trying to bring their kids home. Seeing this unfold was devastating. It made fear real, not just for immigrants' families, but for all of us who witness it. Alas de Esperanza started last year around this time with Know Your Rights trainings. We help families and neighbors prepare emergency plans for undocumented community members. We never imagined it would get this severe. We knew we needed to be ready, just like during the later years of the Obama administration, when deportations were high and families were being separated. We wanted to make sure our community had the tools and support they needed. We knocked on doors. We talked with families about what was happening in California. And many people still couldn't believe it when the raids reached Chicago with a midway list. People were seeing videos of families being taken from their homes in the middle of the night. Children were exhausted and scared. ICE agents claimed they were looking for criminals, but in the process, the daily lives of many people were taken away. I heard the cries of other organizers across the country saying, "We need to get ready." They had never been more scared of their lives or their communities. And being a USA citizen didn't always protect them. The fear and hopeless were everywhere. Many of us never imagined the law and order or the protection of our Constitution could be set aside like this. People supported a different approach, not realizing the impact it will have on their friends, their families, their communities, and our country as a whole. But now is not the time for division. We cannot blame one another. What was said to be about deporting criminals, people who might be a threat to the safety of our communities, our country, has turned into something very different. The raids have extended far beyond that. People are being targeted, including Mexican immigrants, Hondurans, Salvadorians, Venezuelans, Asians, refugees, and many others. Now, even the United States citizens are threatened by ICE. And then came the tragic incident of Renee Nicole Good. May she rest in peace. She was a mother, a neighbor, and a member of her community, taken far too soon. Her death is a painful reminder that this is not just about politics or headlines. This is our real people, mothers, fathers, children, neighbors, and friends whose lives are deeply affected. Renee's story shows us that we need to stand together to care for our community and to defend the values of our Constitution. But even in the middle of that fear, the community stepped up. People began to organize to show up for one another, to protect those who were most vulnerable. That's why we need to do it here too. Look after for each other, stand together, care for our community. Communities started coming together. People gave their time to warn neighbors when ICE agents were nearby. Parents, afraid of being deported, still had to take their children to school. So teachers and neighbors walked with the kids, helped them get safely to and from the school. People also went to hotels where ICE agents were staying to show that they were doing what's wrong. Many recorded the raids and shared the videos on Facebook and social media so everyone could see what was happening. Emergency packets were delivered to apartments and neighbors for the refugees and undocumented families. Food baskets were brought to people's homes. Local Mexican stores and restaurants stepped in, offering carryouts and delivering to neighbors too afraid to leave their homes. And USA citizens began marching and protesting across the country, speaking up for those who were afraid to speak for themselves. Despite the fear, despite the threats and retaliations, we are standing up. And we need to keep standing up. We need to show our future generations that together we are stronger. No matter how much others try to divide us, we will still be united. If someone breaks our Constitution, ignores the law, or targets one group or one race, we all need to understand that we could be next. And if we allow injustice to happen to one group, there's no guarantee it won't happen to us.
That's right.
I love this country. I was practically raised here, and it pains me to see the fear and division around us. But I also know that we can make our country stronger together. If we stand united, protect each other, and care for our neighbors, we can show the next generation that hope and love are stronger than fear and hate. Thank you.